Welcome back to Lutherans Alive. We continue our conversation with John Merhaut from the Merhaut Religious Gifts Center, of which now there are 2 locations. John, you were saying just a bit before about how there is sort of a connection between the work that you do and your own faith. Could you say a bit more about that? How is the running and operating of a religious gift store? How do you see that as part of your calling? Even you talked about a calling earlier with your father's experience and his experience of discerning a call, and how has this been a part of your own calling?
Well, like I said, it didn't come as naturally to me as it came to my father, because I think we all have our own paths that we follow. And I just came to realize over the year that in servicing our customers, we're servicing their sacramental needs, we're serving their worship needs, and it's not only affecting me as a businessman, but it's also affecting them in their spiritual needs. So we have to be very attentive to that and pay attention to those needs. So it's easier for me to tie the 2 together.
So often, there are so many who seem to look at pastors, priests, members of the clergy, and even those who work in the church as having some sort of special calling from God, when one of the things that we teach really is that everyone has a calling from God. By virtue of our baptism, we are all called by God to do something, and we seek to know what that is. We sort of discern what it is that God is calling us to do, and that's so important to have that sense of fulfilling a calling. We also spoke earlier about this new partnership, or this new relationship that the Merhaut stores have with our local Lutheran Synod now, and your new location in the lower level of our Synod offices here on Perry Highway. It's so good whenever Christians work together, and all too often, whenever there is some sort of disagreement or a conflict, whenever we Christians are arguing with one another, and it does happen, whether it's Lutherans and Catholics disagreeing on something, or even Lutherans disagreeing among ourselves about something, that tends to draw the attention of the news, media, and others. And yet here's an opportunity now to say something about the ways that Christians work together. How have you seen that relationship and our unity as Christians? How have you seen that in our new relationship here?
Well, I think the way we started here back in January with Bishop Kurt, it was just it was a nice, natural meeting. Before we opened, well, when we opened the store in July, and on August 12th of this year, we had Bishop David Zubik, the head of the Roman Catholic Church in Pittsburgh, and Bishop Kurt come and do an ecumenical blessing service at our store. And it was such a beautiful occasion, and the people here at the Synod office gave us each a DVD that we're going to keep forever. But Bishop Kurt said himself during the service, at the end of the service, he said that it's so nice that we're able to have this ecumenical service, get together, worship together, and pray together, because he said, because 25 years ago, this would have been very uncomfortable, but it was very natural, and it was beautiful. So I think that's God working through all of us.
There are a lot of ways in which Christians work together that people may not know about. Many ways across denominational lines that we are working together, and it is a wonderful thing. How blessed it is whenever, how good it is whenever brothers and sisters work together in unity, or live together in unity, the scriptures say. What's been for you the greatest joy of being a part of such a family business and working together with family members?
anybody that's been part of a family business knows that it's very hard to be part of a family business because you're bringing in in-laws that are involved, and there's a lot of personalities involved. But we've been able to keep that together, and that's been a very special blessing with my two brothers and I, because we all have three very different personalities. But I think the thing that that has been a blessing to us is definitely the people that we've met. We've met some wonderful priests, wonderful pastors, just very holy people, you can tell. And now with this new store, we're meeting many more. And that's exciting to us. You know, it's definitely a business venture to try to grow our business a little bit more. But the people we meet along the way is definitely the most exciting and most refreshing part of our business.
Before we began our conversation, before we began taping today, you were telling me about your own large family. And could you say a bit about them, and are there any thoughts about perhaps one of your own children continuing the family business?
Oh boy, I don't know. I have 8 children. My oldest is 16, my baby is 2. I would never push this business on them if they did not want to be in it, because it is a business, and it is a family business, and you have to have a special desire, or a calling, as you said, to come into this business. They can try it. We've had nieces and nephews work for us part-time to get a feel for it, but most of the time they're in high school, and it's not their interest. They're there to make a couple dollars and go to the football game on Friday night. So I don't know. We're not sure where we're going to go from here, but we are definitely open to that, because my brother Tom has 4 children. My brother Matt does not have any children, so there's 12 children that could possibly come into the business, and being a small business, couldn't take all 12. So, if
a few of them wanted to get in the business and they truly felt called to do so, you'd be open to that?
Oh yes, absolutely. Right now they're still a little young, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it does, we are definitely open. We do want to keep this business in the family, definitely.
Could you say a few things about some more of the items that you have in your store? What's perhaps the most unique thing that you have in either of your stores?
My number one item is the St. Joseph Home Sale Kit. And it's not purchased just by Catholics. It's purchased by Protestants. I've had Jewish people come in and purchase it. It's a little statue that comes in a box with some prayers that you're supposed to say and bury the statue, and it's supposed to help you sell your home. But we always stress to the people that if you're burying the statue, it's not the statue doing the work. It's the prayers that you're doing. But we sell these minimum 5-10 a day. So, and it's the number one item, and not only Catholic.
The way the housing market is right now,
yes.
I'm imagining that you're selling quite a few. Yeah.
Yes, we are. We have a lot of desperate faces that come in the store.
More with Mr. John Merhaut very shortly after we take this brief pause. Thank you.